Hasib is only a few days old. His mother, Mahmouda, gave birth to him in traumatic circumstances while escaping Myanmar with her 2-year-old daughter. She delivered him in the open air with only her mother to help.
My daughter was in labour when we were escaping. There was no one to help during the birth of my grandchild. I helped my daughter deliver the baby alone. It was in the jungle on a hilltop in Myanmar. I cut the umbilical cord with my own hands. It was a tough job.
Mahmouda and her family are the latest arrivals in a mass exodus of Rohingya. Hamid Hussein left Rakhine State with his 4 children. He says Myanmar's security forces are committing atrocities.
The military burnt our houses and encircled the village. They were forcing us to take national verification cards. If we'd taken them, they would have uprooted us from our village because the card says our nationality is Bangladeshi. So we escaped and hid in the jungle. Now we're here in Bangladesh.
It was a long and difficult journey for Hamid and his family, and it's not over yet. They and around 2,000 other Rohingya are being held at a border crossing by Bangladeshi guards. They've not been told why or for how long they'll be stuck there. Bangladesh says the refugees require vetting, but the UN is calling on the government to allow them to move to a refugee camp.
These people have been walking for days just to reach the Myanmar side of the border. Some of them had to swim even last night to cross the border. They're in terrible shape. We hope the government can release them, let them come further inland as soon as possible.
Officials in Rakhine State deny the military is committing human rights abuses. The Myanmar government says the Rohingya are illegal migrants and doesn't officially recognise them, despite many having lived in Myanmar for generations. The Bangladeshi government says it cannot cope with any more refugees, all of which leaves Rohingya like Hasib stateless and persecuted with nowhere to call home. Victoria Gatenby, Al Jazeera.